It's Thursday, which I'm always excited about when it's Thursday, but I'm probably, 100 times more excited because what an afternoon. Sitting with me. Thanks for coming by, Teri Hatcher.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, you know, the big-time TV show that everyone loves, that Superman thing, the Lewis and Clark, but you have 2 Days in the Valley.
Yep.
Which is coming out soon, right?
On Friday the 27th. Friday the 27th.
Very cool. And, but we were just talking about you're the most downloaded person. You know, it sounds very cool. I'm downloaded on the internet. That must feel pretty good.
Oh, gosh.
No, the kids are talking about you.
No, it's a good thing, I guess. I hope it's not one kid. Just one kid, a maniac in his room, downloading thousands and thousands
One of
pictures.
those cyber freaks.
Right.
Have you ever been on the internet? You ever
I
done
have,
that?
yeah. I use email quite a bit. I love that way of communicating.
Yeah.
Because you can sort of take your time and think about what you want to say.
Have a nice, well-thought-out plan.
I like it much better than the phone.
Sure. Make sure you guys stick around because we have a lot to talk about the film and that fight scene.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if people knew just how tough you were, but, you know.
Pretty tough.
When they hear about this, I'm intimidated right now. Stick around for that, but here's Beck with Where It's At. Hey, good afternoon. John Sensio here, hanging out with Teri Hatcher. This is so cool. I'm just hanging out.
We are just hanging out.
We're just chilling.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Now, what's the deal? I mean, we're going to be talking about your new film, 2 Days in the Valley, but the Superman thing. You mentioned something about super sex, marriage. Let's keep it clean for the kids.
The sex.
Yeah.
Just go right to the sex.
Sure.
Lois and Clark are finally getting married.
This is really going to happen. This isn't a publicity stunt.
That is what they say.
Because, man, I'll be steamed.
I know, I'd be steamed too. No, it is the real marriage. That's what I've been told. It is done in sort of an otherworldly type of fantasy way, which could leave some ambiguity.
Sure, some ambiguity.
What a big word.
It is a big word. But we're smart people. We can handle those words, right?
Yeah, I'm just surprised it came out of me.
Okay.
Anyway.
It worked.
But it is meant to be the legitimate real marriage, and so, of course, after the real marriage, there's a real honeymoon and some real super sex.
Whoa!
But it's an 8 o'clock, time slot, so we haven't been able to be real heavy.
So it's not like that guy on that cop show showing his butt in the shower or anything.
No, it's none of that. No,
Okay.
none of that. But it's a lot of afterglow.
A lot of afterglow.
A lot of afterglow.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've heard. Any super children in the future?
Possibly, one would think.
Yeah, because you know what the outcome is usually when...
Super babies.
Super babies.
Floating out of the crib.
Wow, which your character's very different, of course, from that in 2 Days from the Valley.
Yes.
So make sure you stick around because we're actually going to have a clip from that. That's sort of a dark, funny...
Yeah, it's a very dark, intense film with some comedy and a lot of charm, but my part's pretty heavy drama.
Stick around, we're going to get into it. And don't go anywhere because Republica is coming up. Something like that. Hey, good afternoon. John Sensio here, hanging out with Teri Hatcher, talking about the new film, 2 Days in the Valley.
In the Valley.
Not from the Valley.
In the Valley.
I don't know what was wrong with me earlier. I want to remind you, the Cranberries Unplugged tonight at 9 o'clock because it's a Best of Unplugged week. Now, this film, very different from your character on Lewis and Clark. It's
Lois.
Lois.
If it was Lewis and Clark.
That's a whole different show. I've seen that, though. It's big, though, with a certain crowd, but we don't even want to get into that. You know, it has its place, though.
2 Days in the Valley, Lois and Clark.
All right.
Okay.
Because I'm from Boston.
Right along.
Yeah, exactly. So now, what's the deal here? She's kind of a tough chick. Can I say that?
She is. She's an Olympic athlete, a skier, and she's come in 4th every time she's been to the Olympics. So it sort of sets up this heightened frustration, and she feels like a failure, and she has this resentment that's built up in her, and she directs it towards her ex-husband, who she hires, James Spader, to kill.
Oh.
And that is sort of how her story starts off.
It's a family movie.
There actually is something for everyone, I think. I mean, it's you know, there are a lot of different characters, and all of the characters in the valley sort of cross paths. You know, the stories sort of cross paths.
We have a clip of you right now with one of these characters. What's the problem here? You're getting in kind of
Well, this woman is James Spader's character's girlfriend in the movie, and she's just really been getting under my skin for a long time, and this is how it finally pays off.
Here, take a look from 2 days in the valley.
You liked him. You really liked him.
Of course I liked him. Roy was a likable guy. He knew how to treat a woman. But then again, how would you know? You were never there. You were always too busy training for your next event. That's why your husband went to other women. His little worm couldn't even satisfy him in bed.
Oh, man!
That second punch, I actually hit her.
In real life?
In real life, but I bought her a six-pack of beer, and we made up over a couple of brewskis.
Wow. Man, I was just starting to feel a little confident. I don't know. Man, not anymore. Make sure you guys stick around. We have more on the way with Teri, and the 311's coming up. I was just starting to, you know.
Feel safe with me?
Yeah, I was
Not
thinking
anymore.
Hey, good afternoon, John Sensio here. Just been getting weird with Teri Hatcher all afternoon. It's been fun. It's been good.
Yeah.
We got the dirt on the whole Superman show. It's not Lewis and Clark. I don't know what program. Must have been some cable access thing. Lewis and Clark.
No, Lewis, that's an expedition team.
Okay. Right.
You're
exactly.
actually showing how educated you are.
Precisely, and I didn't even realize that.
There you go.
The Super Sex, Super Babies, and we've been talking about the movie that comes out this Friday. 2 days
In the valley.
in the valley, not from the valley, of course. But what's the deal with Movie Line? This is a magazine, and there's 2 covers.
Yeah, I posed for the cover, and they ended up choosing 2 pictures because they felt that one was too controversial.
Okay, now let's take a look at the first one. The first one is, okay, that's you, that's nice.
Uh-huh.
You're clothed.
Yes?
No controversy there.
You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't think. But now let's take a look at the next cover. Aha!
Lots of controversy.
Now, are you actually naked there?
Well, not really, but actually I had some tape in here, which they actually, if you look closely, left in the picture.
Okay.
Tape. But I'm naked.
Okay.
Naked wrapped in rope, basically.
Now, is that a little weird being on the set, a bunch of people walking around naked?
It was actually extremely uncomfortable. You know, your body's like very contorted and, you know, holding this position. But I thought it was creative.
Sure. Itchy rope, comfortable rope?
Is any rope comfortable?
Actually, I went on a... Now, I won't even get into this, but you pointed out, if we look at the clothes cover...
Yeah, I think the more controversial shot is this one, because if you look really closely, you can actually see my nipple.
Oh, jeez, you can't say that on TV. Sure you can. Well, you'll see if you go out and, you know,
You have
pick
to
up
buy
the
both.
You have to buy both of them. Well, listen, thanks for coming by.
Oh, I was happy to be here.
Congratulations with the show. It's going great. And make sure you pick up the magazine and see the movie this weekend. 2 days in the valley.
2 days in the valley.
Don't go anywhere. Salt and pepper's on the way. Do you want to play the little toe game since you forgot your shoes?
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home.